Hi guys, my name's Anna. Come with me to pressure test a KOMATSU PC300 cylinder head. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick summary of how our pressure tester works. So basically what you see me doing here is you see I'm packing these small blocks on top of the cylinder head. I'm using blanking plates to cover the coolant openings. Any coolant openings we don't want open, we don't want anything going in or out. We close them up with these little blocks that I'm putting on here. The reason for this is our pressure tester works by circulating hot water through the cylinder head's water jackets. So when I close up all the coolant openings, I leave open 2 water jackets where I will then feed water into the cylinder head and then have an outlet for it to go out again so it can circulate through the cylinder head. This heats the cylinder head to operating temperature, which then causes the metal to expand just like it would inside of an engine. Obviously, we don't want to pressure test it when it's cold, because when you apply basic physics, you'll know that when metal is cold, it is very compressed and it closes up. When metal is hot, it expands and it opens up. The head is hot. Usually we like to test it at around between 80 to 90 degrees Celsius, because this simulates a very similar temperature that the engine would reach when operating. We stop the water flow, and then through the same water jacket we would apply compressed air to the cooling system, and the water stays inside of the cylinder head while the compressed air moves through it. If there is a crack inside the cylinder head, the pressurized air obviously will escape through it, allowing us to identify leaks that may not be visible when the head is cold. So here I'm just tightening it up. Obviously we have to make sure those blanking plates I put on the coolant openings are tightly sealed, because there's going to be a lot of compressed air going through the cylinder head, and if they're not tightly sealed, there's going to be air leaking between the blanking plate and the cylinder head. So here I'm just opening a bit of air, just checking if there's any air leaking through. You can see I took a video there of the compressed air going through, and it was staying consistent there, not leaking. So here we're just going to check the temperature quickly. We can see it's reached about 82.9 Celsius degrees. That's exactly how we like it. And now we are ready to test it, open the air, see if there's any leaks in it. Our compressed air, we like it to be between around 60 to 80 psi, or between 4 and 6 bar. We always pressure test heavy duty heads because they crack more frequently than a normal petrol or diesel engine. Obviously this is not because they're weaker or built weaker, but because they operate in much harsher conditions. They operate under higher combustion pressures, continuous heavy loads, high operating temperatures, more thermal expansion, and often greater thermal stress. Also, they have a higher chance of overheating. I mentioned all the hot spots we're looking at to see if there's any leaks. If there's any leaks that would go through the cylinder head, you'll see obviously air would be pushing the water out of the cylinder head. So it's the first thing you're going to see, and especially against this glass you're going to see it steaming up because it's hot water inside. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.